In this video, we're going to be testing out FLOLAB's NanoArmour tempered glass screen protector for the Apple Watch Ultra 3. Now, I do have the Apple Watch Ultra 3 here, but this will also work for 1 and 2 as well. It comes in 3 different colors. We've got the orange, the silver, and the black. So there's something here that'll go with each variation of the Apple Watch Ultra. And not only will it protect your screen from scratches and bumps, but it also has an aluminum ring around the tempered glass to protect the outer ring of the Apple Watch Ultra as well. It also has an antibacterial and anti-reflective coating, so when you're out in the bright sun, it'll keep down the reflection. And at the end of this video, I will also be testing the scratch resistance of the tempered glass as well. So let's get into it. So in each one of these boxes here, you get one tempered glass screen protector and a couple cleaning tools with an installation guide. So here I have my Apple Watch Ultra 2 in black. So we're going to install the black tempered glass screen protector on my watch. And the very first thing you want to do is to make sure that the screen is thoroughly cleaned off with the included alcohol wipe. Then dry it off. Make sure there's no dust or anything on the watch. Then you're going to take your screen protector. It doesn't matter up or down which way you put it because it's symmetrical either way. So you want to peel off the underside protector. And then lower this down on top of your screen. Then you want to take both your thumbs and kind of go up and then out to get all the bubbles out of the watch. Do have a little bubble at the bottom here and at the top. Just kind of push those out with your thumb. Now, of course, with my luck, I was able to get a little piece of dust at the very bottom of the screen here, but everything else looks pretty good on the screen. Now, if you look at the side here, you can see that there is a slight difference in the black colors. It kind of looks matte on the watch itself, but on the protector, it seems to be a little darker black. But I don't think it looks bad on the watch. It does keep everything kind of that black tone. It's just ever so slightly darker than the watch's black. But I think it looks pretty good. Now let's install the orange on my Apple Watch Ultra 3, and I'll show you the anti-reflective coating, and we'll test out the touch and everything else. And then if there are some slight bubbles you can't get out in the corners because you have fat fingers like I do, just take a credit card or something plastic to try to get those out. It'll be a lot easier than using your finger. Alright, so I was able to very easily get out those bubbles with the squeegee, and there it is on the watch. So I'm not a huge fan of the orange and natural titanium, but that's what this looks like. I would personally probably either go with the black or the natural titanium to go with the natural titanium Apple Watch Ultra. Touch seems to be working fine. And no issues there. Looks really nice and clear. And as far as your fingerprints, it does pick up some slight smudges on the screen, but it does have an anti-smudge coating, so you can very easily just wipe those away. And if we look at the side again, you can see that it totally covers the metal edge on the edge. And if we look at the side, you can see that it covers the very top edge all the way around on your Apple Watch Ultra. So if you happen to bump it up against something or anything like that, it's not going to scratch the top side of your watch. Then let's take a look at the screen as if we're looking at it through polarized sunglasses. And it doesn't look like there's much of a rainbow. It's maybe ever so slight, but not bad, and you can still see everything very easily on the screen. And now let's see how scratch resistant this tempered glass really is. So regular tempered glass starts to scratch around a Mohs hardness number 6. So we're going to start off our test with a number 5. Then we'll move on to a number 6. And then finally, number 7. And if we take a closer look, you can see that there are no scratches at the number 5. There are ever so slight at a number 6 and about the same at a number 7. So even though it's scratched at a number 6, it still seems to be a little bit more scratch resistant than regular tempered glass. And then finally, let's install the silver with the natural titanium. And there it is on the natural titanium watch. I think it matches pretty good. There's still just a ever so slight color difference between the silver and the natural titanium, but I think it overall it keeps the general kind of tone of the Apple Watch Ultra. I think it looks pretty nice. You can see it is. Let's put it on my wrist here. I think that looks pretty nice. And again, your screen and the top part around your screen is protected from bumps and scratches. Again, I think I would prefer the silver with the natural titanium or the black. Not really a huge fan of the silver and orange, but what do you guys think? Which color was your favorite combination and why? Let me know in the comments below. So here's a really good example of how well the anti-reflective coating works on the FLOLAB tempered glass screen protector. On the left, we have the FLOLAB, and on the right, we have a tempered glass screen that does not have anti-reflective coatings. And you can clearly see that the FLOLAB definitely keeps down the reflection, where the tempered glass screen protector on the right shows a reflection much more than the FLOLAB. And here's what the watch face looks like in the bright morning sun. You can see that you can still very easily see the screen even when the watch isn't angled towards your face. You can see that it doesn't act like a mirror and reflect everything that the watch face is looking at. It actually does a fairly good job at keeping down the reflection. So to be honest with you, I was using this tempered glass screen protector on my Apple Watch Ultra 2 in the natural titanium up until I just traded it in for the Apple Watch Ultra 3, and it was great. It never got scratched, never got damaged, so it definitely protected my watch, and this is going to be my new protector for my Apple Watch Ultra 3 until I trade it in again. So if you guys do want to pick this up yourself, I will be putting product links in the video description, and if you guys enjoyed the video, please let me know by hitting the like button and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.